Sound resumed.
And action.
Hey, welcome to Legends of Four Warriors. This is Myla Minoki, brought to you by Shadow. Thank you so much for streaming, my friend.
Yay.
Yay. So we're gonna jump right in. Where we last left our heroes, a person in Anisia's life, in her old life, came back into the picture. His name was Ridaki, the Silver Dragon. The former main husband, boyfriend of
kind of
the
hasn't
bronze
really specified yet.
Of the bronze dragon that used to be Anasia, the dragon of the western lands, out in the dragon country.
He kind of watched the other guy.
Anasia, I got this.
Sorry.
And he came back into her life. The first real physical representation of a life she once had. Unfortunately, there was a grave misunderstanding between the people of Whitestone and this new friend of hers. There was a conflict with the guards of Whitestone that ended with Anisia managing to convince Ridaki that the best thing to do is to give up and to be captured.
Last thing before I leave.
My God, right in the middle of my thing. Go away. Go away.
Well, it's not like you're playing something where you're gonna die if I do this.
But anyway, so he has been captured, taken underneath the capital castle of Whitestone, where he has been being held inside of one of the cisterns. Because it's the only place big enough to hold him. He's been chained, and much to Anisia's heartache. But also while in the dungeons, a couple of things happened. For one, Shadow was arrested for trying to get up and over the castle wall. Good job there, my friend.
Yeah. I'm full of good ideas.
He was put inside of a jail cell, which he managed to reveal his transformed self to Mercer. The true identity of Mercy, the Master of Secrets within the Castle of Whitestone, who is a changeling. They also found one of Miria's cousins, who she hasn't seen since she left the clan many ago. It's one of the few people within her clan who actually know of her shape-changing ability. So he was apparently arrested for basically hunting where he shouldn't have been hunting. And his 500 gold bail made Mira really taken aback by it. But she did promise that she would try to do what she could to get him out. She doesn't know where the other two cousins are, but she knows that they are still alive from what he was suggesting, and that one of her cousins is not too pleased with her because of how they left. She remembers, thanks to a dream she had several months ago, game time, days ago, in-game time, that when she transformed for the first time, she ended up hurting one of her cousins pretty badly. So she doesn't know if this cousin still holds a grudge. She doesn't know if, kind of what's become of him. So it's a lot of questions that she still has unanswered. Yavik finally figured out how to trance, which is normally an elven ability. But it's a kind of a pseudo-sleep that only elves have. They don't really rest. They kind of go into this kind of pseudo-dreamlike state where they can kind of exit their bodies, but are still kind of semi-attached to them. Mira does this naturally because you're an elf. You always have kind of dreamed like this. This is actually how you met the moon goddess, is that you were actually trancing when this happened.
I figured that.
So it's a part of the elven heritage that is usually not gifted to non-elves. So it probably has something to do with the transformation that happened to him. That linked him in some way to being an elf, made him part elf. Or at least, there is something innate within the magic that is elven in nature.
Maybe Lilith was being very literal about that soul of a drow thing.
Saxon has unfortunately not had a lot of plot. And the thing about magic, just as a player, he is more interested in the combat. He is way more interested in the combat. If he gets to bring his warhammer into somebody's face, he is a happy camper. So I respect that. I understand that. That is why I try to, make little parts for him to be able to play, as far as being able to swing his hammer. He will get some plotline eventually, I promise. But for right now, he's just very happy swinging his. Alright, so, you guys had rested for the evening. You had woken up in the morning. Cassandra had managed to convince you that her brother in Whitestone, Judge Percival DeRollo, was the best person to bring down to Whitestone in order to kind of figure out what to do with the Radaki. Had promised
trial.
She did promise a trial. She did promise that 2 days at max of him being in the cistern until they figured out where a better place to have him be is. And for those of you that don't know what a cistern is, okay, so it's not a sewer system. This is actually a misconception. It's actually kind of like a rainwater reservoir that were usually underneath large structures in medieval times. Basically where all...
User joined your channel.
It's alright. Basically where all the rainwater went.
Mira?
And I do see you, Senju.
Mira. Myla.
Yes.
Basically the proper thing for cistern is a tank for storing water, especially ones supplying taps or for toilets or underground reservoir.
Yeah. But yes, because it's not winter, it's actually kind of like summer, early fall. Because there's not a lot of water there in the cistern, it's just this big cavernous area underneath the castle, which is pretty much the easiest place to hook up the chains in order to keep him in control. So that's the only reason he's there, is that it's the largest place that they can have him within the castle.
Surprisingly, I do not need coffee.
Yay. Yay, Sandra, you're back. We'll get you caught up. Actually, Musical, if you could type in things that we have done. Because you'd literally...
Wait a minute. Did we skip...
just missed the opening.
I just missed the opening.
Summarizing the plot. I'll just...
You just missed the summarizing of the plot. So we're actually, what we're going to do is, while she fills you in, we're going to keep going. And, so, it's that morning. You guys have already seen Radaki.
Their guy tried to kill Javik.
Oh, yes!
That was where we ended last week.
Mercer actually managed to get Javik alone and tried to stab him. He said something very cryptic about the drow killing his people, killing his family, and then pretty much just tried to kill Javik. Good news, you guys managed to stop him from doing that. He got away, thanks to Mira deciding to let him go. But you managed to convince Pyro that nothing had happened. So, he's none the riser.
Yeah, I didn't want to come out.
We told him Javik got trashed again.
Yeah, I didn't want to have another confrontation with Fire. My character's already scared of him as it is.
So, after you guys deal with Pyro, it's still pretty early in the day. Like, it's about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. Oh, and
About
Gilmore
6.
came to the castle. Gilmore is talking to Cassandra in the castle.
Yeah, they were in some like powwow. I'm almost done typing here.
And the fact that she referred to him as the court wizard. So, yeah. Alright, so what are you guys doing? I have Havoc's at, like, what, 5 health?
I think
Well,
he
he said we
just has
got
it-
a long rest.
I think he just has it
Well, no,
edited back on his thing.
you guys got a long rest, but this is the next morning.
Right, you have to update on your character sheet and on that little 3.
I'll
circles
just
that go over your head.
refresh. I do not know whether I got the right map.
No.
It should be the general map of Whitestone, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all up in the upper
Okay.
right-hand corner.
Okay.
I forget where you last were. I think you're further south.
So, yeah, that's pretty
Where's
much where we
my
are.
icon?
I'll get it to you, bud. So yes, so Yavik, you wake up to your friends kind of standing around you.
5 points of
And this dude with the white face is gone.
Huh.
Scary. Spooky. Everything.
Right now, I'm just in a pissed off mood because, you know, I've been beaten up for the past 3 days. Kind of looking around for my pet. Where the hell is Gwen? I'm kind of calling out for it.
You might
Yeah,
have
she's-
heard of
Gwen is right, like literally right next to me is Gwen. Okay, she's in the room.
Yeah, she's right there in the room. Like the minute you come to consciousness, she's kind of like looking you like right in the face, like, you know, and chittering.
Well, that's a plus.
With that worried look on her face that she normally has.
And you probably heard
I'm
us
far
bluff to
away.
you probably heard us bluff to Pyvar that you got drunk again. Oh yeah, you were playing along with that. Okay.
Yeah, kind of. No, I kind of just, you know, put my clothes on, kind of storm out the house because I need some time to think. I need to find more books about my condition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't leave with Gwen. I tell Gwen to stay.
She gives you kind of the sad, but I want to go face.
Gwen, stay with Mira. Now.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Little
Gwen.
okay.
Don't worry, Gwen. I'm more than happy to have you with us.
And as I walk away going,
And Odysseus says to Mira, do you want to get her a new bow?
no,
Alright, so Shadow, go ahead and roll me an investigation.
you got it.
The rolls aren't going to show on your stream right now, Shadow. You don't have the chat open.
No, you think?
I just wanted to make sure you knew about it.
Anyway, there it is.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, nice. You're probably thinking the castle probably has a library. You know Mimsy does. And you noticed that when you were actually in town, there was a large building kind of off near the, temple. Looked like it had a lot of books in the window when you were up on that roof, kind of, during the Rodaki fight. There was, like, a lot of books in that big building. So you're probably thinking, like, that's kind of the public library. And you've